Hello, welcome back to Weekday Wind Down with the Word, where we are reading through the book of Numbers. And today we will be reading the 12th chapter of Numbers in the NLT version. This chapter includes the complaints of Miriam and Aaron. So without further delay, let's start reading. The complaints of Miriam and Aaron. While they were at Hazeroth, Miriam and Aaron criticized Moses because he had married a Cushite woman. They said, "Has the Lord spoken only through Moses? Hasn't he spoken through us too?" But the Lord heard them. Now Moses was very humble, more humble than any other person on earth. So immediately the Lord called to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam and said, "Go out to the tabernacle, all three of you." So the three of them went to the tabernacle. Then the Lord descended in a pillar of cloud and stood at the entrance of the tabernacle. Aaron and Miriam he called, and they stepped forward. And the Lord said to them, "Now listen to what I say. If there were prophets among you, I, the Lord, would reveal myself in a vision. I would speak to them in dreams, but not with my servant Moses. Of all my house, he is the one I trust. I speak to him face to face clearly and not in riddles. He sees the Lord as he is. So why are you not afraid to criticize my servant Moses?" The Lord was very angry with them, and he departed. As the cloud moved from above the tabernacle, there stood Miriam, her skin as white as snow from leprosy. When Aaron saw what had happened to her, he cried out to Moses, "Oh, my master, please don't punish us for this sin we have so foolishly committed. Don't let her be like a stillborn baby, already decayed at birth." So Moses cried out to the Lord, "Oh God, I beg you, please heal her." But the Lord said to Moses, "If her father had done nothing more than spit in her face, wouldn't she be defiled for 7 days? So keep her outside the camp for 7 days, and after that she may be accepted back." So Miriam was kept outside the camp for 7 days, and the people waited until she was brought back before they traveled again. Then they left Hazeroth and camped in the wilderness of Paran. And that concludes the reading of Numbers 12 in the NLT version. All I got to say is this is very, very plain and simple. Don't talk about the Lord's helpers. Do not talk about the Lord's people that's working for him. I know that we do have some scammers out here that's really not working for the Lord. That's different. But if you see somebody that's truly committed to the Lord, but they make choices that you wouldn't, and it's not against the Lord, even if it is against the Lord, just take it to the Lord in prayer. Do not talk about them. God said, do not touch his anointed, So we have to be careful about that stuff. And this is clearly played out in this chapter. He set a clear example of what can happen when you put your mouth on his anointed. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I really didn't have to say that because it is so clear to see in this. I don't know what else you could get from this, but I'm sure there's some other things that you can get from this chapter. So I would love for you to put it in the comments below. So, I can grow from what you, say, what the Lord told you, what the Lord placed on your heart, and others can too. So share with us. And that concludes this video. Thank you once again for joining me for Weekday Wind Down with the Word, and have a blessed life in Jesus Christ.